another episode of On Campus here at the Solano College TV studio. I am your host, Amena Valenzuela, and today joined with me here, Devy Brown.
Hey,
How are you, Devy?
I'm good. I'm blessed. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Good. You look good.
You look good.
Thank you.
So, Devy, can you tell us a little bit about your background in sports?
Yes, I kind of grew up around sports, but I didn't start technically until high school. In middle school, I did color guard, and I used to drag my dad and my mom to come watch me, and I think they thought I was gonna go into high school pursuing color guard, which I was until the color guard director yelled at me during tryouts, and I just never went back.
Why?
They were playing a game called chicken and lion or something, right? So everybody's eyes are closed, and she said, okay, when I say go, bark, do something like a chicken and something like a lion. So I was doing it, and I didn't realize she said to stop. So out of 80 people, I was the only one still bark, bark, bark. And then she was like, we're not having that. So after that, I was like, I'm not doing color guard anymore. But thankfully, that transitioned me into the sports realm. Freshman year, I started off with volleyball and basketball. And then my sophomore year, I got into track. So kind of always been around it. Did track for 3 years, finished off my high school with all three sports. Ended up loving track and field, ended up getting a scholarship in track and field for SF State. And then basketball, I was good, but I wouldn't invite anybody to my game good. I would just tell you afterwards, oh yeah, I got this many shots or this many rebounds. There's probably some videos of me defending some people out there, but yeah, let's not watch. And then volleyball, also loved the sport. Loved my team, but track is kind of where everything kind of clicked for me.
Okay, what was your favorite sport out of all of them?
I would say my favorite sport to compete in was track and field, just because we're around so many different people. You're going to different track meets every Saturday, Wednesday. I was blessed to be able to play that in college, but I would say basketball kind of has a special place in my heart because my dad got to coach me for a couple years. And then volleyball, I actually love them all. I love them all. If I could, I would still be playing all of these sports.
Yeah, that's
for sure.
Nice. Okay, you're athletic. Okay.
Thank you.
So how did you end up here in the broadcasting program?
For sure, at a point in time in my life where I was giving a lot back to my community, and something I would always preach to everybody was kind of there's nothing that's ever stopping you. No matter where you are in life, no matter how old you are or how smart or unsmart you think you are, just try everything out if you have a passion for it. And I was I have to practice what I preach. So I've already had a background in production, and I love sports. So I was I want to combine the two. I went on Google, typed in sports broadcasting programs near me. Solano came up. I emailed POF, talked to him a little bit about it, and we realized my schedule wouldn't work for last semester. And then this semester, everything clicked, and I was you know what, let's do it. I'll pay the fee for the class. But if I'm preaching to people, kind of do what your passion is, why not practice it? So it kind of allowed me to come do this and step out my comfort zone.
I'm glad that you joined the class.
I loved it. I'm meeting so many of you guys. I remember my first day in class, I was I don't know what I'm going to expect. I don't know if I was late or what, but I walked in and it was already the whole class was filled. I said, oh my goodness. And then it was just a lot of people talking back and forth, and I started to realize, they probably already know each other. So in my head, I told myself, I'm gonna come in this class, I'm not gonna say nothing, I'm gonna come in, hood on. And I think as soon as somebody talked to me, I was hey, I was just because that's me naturally, So yeah, that's kind of how I ended up here. But yes, I'm very happy that I stuck with it.
Good. Did you feel some type of way because we're kind of younger, a little bit younger?
Ain't you busting me out? You calling me up?
Oh no, because do you think we were a little childish or? I don't know. I'm glad because I like to be able to talk to just different people around different ages.
For sure.
I don't know. They give me different perspectives on life, and just talking to you too. I really like talking to you. I feel you opened my eyes to
don't have me crying now. I would definitely say that age difference gave me a new perspective too, right? Because when I was in college, at SF State. I started in 2015, graduated in 2019, right? Yeah. I came into college at 17 years old. So being here, noticing now that I'm like 10 years older, when I got here, I was like, I don't know what to think. I don't know if I'm even gonna know how to use half this stuff. Cause even I noticed with like people older than me, like you're always kind of reinventing something, reteaching something. Mm-hmm. When I did come, I wouldn't say childish, but I would say like super lively, right? And then I got to have some conversations with our classmates, and we're talking about real life stuff, and we're getting advice from each other, and just kind of like seeing, well, my way is not the perfect way, or I'm hearing stuff that I never thought, to hear about. So it's been super helpful. Never really thought childish, but definitely I was like, oh, y'all got some mouse on you, But it's been good, for sure.
Yeah. So what's the difference between being at a JC compared to like a 4-year?
Yeah, I completed my undergrad at SF State in 2019. Like I said, I took the Becca program, which was broadcasting. It was broadcasting, entertainment, communication arts, which was super long and hard. And I would always tell my mom, she's like, I'm trying to tell my friends what program you're in. I'm like, Becca. They're like, what is Becca? And I would switch it up every time because it was hard to remember. But with a program like that, it's a lot more students. And you don't have the flexibility and ability to just try things out and fail as easily. But at the time, I truly, and I still do love the program. I got to experience so much. We had many professors, where here we have POF, and he's super knowledgeable, and just noticing like he encompasses a lot of what 10 to 15 professors have at SF State. So it's really cool to see how he took this program over. I would say the hardest thing about taking college at the 4-year, still being an athlete, is a lot of the classes I wanted to take was during the evening, which is when I had practices or we were traveling and stuff. So here it's just as hands-on. I get to try out being on the camera or trying to produce or attempting to be in front of the camera, which has been super helpful. And then just meeting everybody here, which is so close to home, it's really easy to bring and build a community. For sure.
That's really good. Yeah. Do you plan on staying another semester?
I absolutely want to stay a semester. Mm-hmm. I am transitioning career-wise to where I don't know if I'll have the same schedule in order to do so. But I would hope that I could, and if not, I would still want to come back and try things out and kind of test things out, for sure.
Okay, that's nice. Yeah. So what's the most valuable thing you learned in this class?
The most valuable thing I've learned, which I still have to get better at, is just saying yes, right? Pause at any moment in time, even if you're not prepared or your hair's done or, he's going to ask you to do something probably on camera and to just say yes. Because oftentimes you won't go somewhere and people will just give you an opportunity, especially to get out of your comfort zone. If you don't say anything, they'll just let it be, right? So I think to see Poff really invest in his students, we'll be at games, and once he sees things are good, he's like, all right, you guys, I'm good, I'm out of here. I think that's just been really valuable, is to see how much pride he puts into this program, which allows us to take pride in it, right? Even hearing on broadcast, we always hear, I think it's like Robert saying like, this is a student run program. So even like if you hear somebody messing up, or if we have the camera on the wrong angle, it's something to laugh about. But I think also realizing that like, life is not that serious. Try something out. If you fail, Puff might, get a little rawr with you, but you'll be fine, for sure.
Yeah. So, Devy, those are all the questions I had for you today.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for joining me and being here.
For sure.
Thank you, everyone else, for watching another video of On Campus here at the Solano College TV studio. That's all I have. So, bye.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting,
whether you're commentating a live game
or hosting your own TV show,
for more information, contact Greg Poff. That's me at Solano Devanique.edu.
We hope to see you here next semester. And remember,
it's more than just sports. It's an education.